Hey everybody, it's me, Zach. This is Judy, and welcome back to our channel. Hey everybody, it's me, Zach, and I'm back again to talk about our friends, the Slaton sisters from TLC's 1,000 Pound Sisters. I know it's been a while since we've really talked about them. I know y'all have been missing the show as much as I have. I mean, I think it's been like a little over a month and a half since the season 3 finale aired. So it's been a while, and I thought that it might be fun today to go take a look and see what kinds of things they've been up to. Honestly, truly, not even what they've been up to. I just want the tea on, like, if there's gonna be a new season. That's what this video is really about. I want to know, are y'all coming back or not? Are we gonna get a season 4 or not? That's what I want to know. But in the meantime, between time, since the ending of season 3, the way, or one of the ways that I've been keeping myself busy is by playing Switchcraft, which is indeed, in fact, today's sponsor of this video. Switchcraft is a match 3 puzzle game that follows a choose-your-own story adventure. You get to play as this witch named Bailey, who is looking for their friend Lydia, who has disappeared. And Bailey's trying to figure out who's responsible for this, who did this, I need to know. The game has thousands of levels of the match 3 style puzzle games on it for you to enjoy over and over and over again. Really keep your mind busy while we're waiting for this new season of the 1,000 Pound Sisters. And I'm a person who loves playing puzzle games on my phone to keep me busy when I have downtime, when I'm like waiting for something to happen. So I love playing puzzle games like this, but this is the first time I played a game like this that has an added story element and layer to that, and especially one where you get to like choose your own answer and responses to it. I feel like it just adds a whole new layer that I personally have not experienced before. And speaking of the story, the characters are diverse. It includes characters that are LGBTQIA. It also includes disabled characters, and I just love that I get to see myself represented in the characters in this game. When it comes to who I think is responsible for Lydia's disappearance, I'm going with Chancellor Swan, but I'd be curious to hear what you all think down below. And of course, in order to do that, I would encourage you to use my link down below in the description box to download Switchcraft for free. It's now available for you to play for free. So go unlock the magical mystery and be sure to use my link because it really helps my channel grow and function. Thanks so much once again to Switchcraft for sponsoring this video. Now let's get into the Slaton tea. I guess where I want to start is Amy. There were some articles that came out at the beginning of February that I somehow didn't see. I think it's actually mostly because, as you know, my birthday is February 4th, and around that time I also moved into this space. So I was really busy and I somehow missed these articles, and somehow a lot of people didn't send me them, which is actually kind of unique. Like usually if an article pops up, people are like, Zach, did you see this? What do you think? And these articles came from The Sun, which I think has a little bit more credibility than a lot of the articles that we saw when the show was actually airing. But I also was still like, I don't know if this is true. So the first one that I actually saw was about Amy wanting to quit the show, which I thought was a little sus. And people first told me about this like maybe a week or two ago on my Twitch streams. But they're like, oh my gosh, Zach, do you think the show's gonna go on? Because Amy's saying she wants to quit. So I went and found the article, and basically the article is saying that they interviewed Amy, and she basically thinks that like she just doesn't have enough time with Gage because of all the filming. And I was like, interesting. That's fascinating. I am curious about that. Let me just message Amy to see if that's true or not. Because I'd sometimes like to just get straight to the point and go to the source. So I did message Amy, and she did give me permission to talk about this. So as you can see, I reached out to Amy and I said, hey bestie, people keep asking me if you're quitting the show, and they claim there's an interview you did where you said you didn't think you wanted to do it anymore. Do you know what they're talking about? And she said, yeah, I did want to quit because I'm a mom, plus dealing with my mom and Tammy. Gage at the age where he's got to see me at all the... I think she's trying to say where he's got to see me at all times. But if they don't have me working 6 days a week from 9:30 a.m. to 7 p.m., maybe just 2 days, I should be fine. And then at this point, I still hadn't figured out where the interview was. I've since found it. It's right here. I'll leave some links in the description box for you to check that out. But I say, oh, did you say that in an interview somewhere? Could I discuss that in a video? I was going to do a little bit of an update video just speculating on what could be happening with that. And then I said not just that, but also a post from Tammy and Dr. Smith, which we'll get into as well. And she said, yes, I said if they cut my hours, I could do it. So there you go. She did actually say that is something that happened, and she said that as long as they cut her hours, she's gonna keep on keeping on with the show. I did ask her some follow-up questions, including if she was actually quitting. And she said, no, we're just waiting on TLC to okay season 4. So there you go. It sounds like it hasn't been confirmed yet. And then I just wanted to know if she was watching the 1,000 Pound Besties, and she said, no, I honestly only watch Disney Jr. or Nick Jr. And when Gage is at Granny's, I watch Walking Dead. So in case you wanted to know any of that tea, there you go, from Amy directly. She kind of cleared some of that up, hopefully, for y'all, in case you weren't sure. It sounds like she's still committed to doing the show. She just wants to spend a little less time on filming and more time with, well, her future 2 kids. But speaking of having 2 kids, and this I didn't ask about her because literally when I was like getting ready to film this, I found this other article from The Sun. Okay, so written by the same person and everything, about how Amy Slaton has admitted to still smoking but vows to cut down on cigarettes ahead of birth. So basically, the long and short of this article is just that, like, before she got pregnant, I think, with this second baby, she was smoking like a pack a day. I think it specifically says in the article that I used to smoke a pack of cigarettes a day, like 20. Now I'm down to about 5 a day. I'm trying to cut down. So I find that fascinating because I can remember one specific scene where those of us who watched the show kind of speculated that it looked like she was smoking, but they were trying to not show her smoking in the video. I think we've known, if you followed her on YouTube for a while, like, we've known that she smokes. But, like, the show, for some reason, does not acknowledge that really whatsoever. So I hope, everybody will be healthy, stay healthy. In the same article, she also does talk about how, like, she's really improved Gage's diet along with her own diet. So I think she's doing her best to try to be a good mom. But I did think it was interesting that this article came out like 6 days, I think, after the other one. So it was all around the same time, and I don't know how I missed it all. I really, truly don't. I also wanted to share these updates from Tammy's TikTok.
What? All right, I looked into this. I looked everywhere. I do not believe a Slaton sister has passed away. Thank you, God. I adore Tammy. Tammy's lost over 100 pounds. I think she's doing great. I don't think this is true.
I would love to give you a weight loss update, but you would have to wait until season 4 comes out. Sorry. We haven't started filming for season 4 yet. It's going to be quite a while before it airs.
The first one just seemed to really be confirming that Tammy is indeed alive, which is so interesting because people really do message me just like, I would say probably once every couple of months to be like, did you hear Tammy died? And I'm like, until you see Amy say something about that, or like there be some kind of official statement, I feel like it's really weird to be speculating about Tammy's death. Like, I would just hold on to that thought, that feeling, that rumor until you see some kind of confirmation from Tammy's family. Because she is such a public figure, I don't know why they wouldn't make like an official statement if it happened. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. It feels uncomfy that people are just out here like, ooh, is she dead? Because I've seen that rumor so many times. So that's really why I included that. And then the other ones really just allude to the fact that like Tammy isn't even sure if they're filming yet. It sounds like Tammy also, though, like one thing that gives me hope that there will be a new season is that Tammy herself is like, listen, I would love to give you an update on how my weight loss is going, but I have to keep that for the show. I think if we ever see Tammy out here like, hey, I did or didn't lose weight, I gained or lost this amount of weight, then I kind of feel like we might be able to be like, nah, this isn't happening anymore, friends. But in truth, who knows if that's really indicative of anything, because also, now that I think about it, she definitely posted about her time in like the ICU and getting carbon dioxide poisoning and everything like that before it even aired on the show. So, you know, she's also not great at keeping a secret from the old TLC, huh? Or from us about what's happening with the old TLC. But I do think that this is generally around the time that they started filming the previous seasons. I can't remember for season 1 off the top of my head, but both season 2 and 3, I feel like they started filming around like April-ish. So I feel like we could see something happening soon. And I really, truly, like, my personal opinion is that 1,000 Pound Sisters has been such a success for TLC that I can't really imagine them, one, not working with Amy to, like, get a schedule that works for her. I mean, literally on 1,000 Pound Besties, they seem to be working around Ashley's work schedule, right? So, like, I feel like they're gonna find some type of way or schedule that works out for Amy. And 2, like, the show is just too big. Like, they're not gonna give up on filming. So they're probably, I feel like it always happens like this. Like, Amy and Tammy are both like, I don't know. We're waiting on TLC. So I imagine that they'll probably start filming in the next month or 2. And honestly, I think they usually end up filming all the way up through like October, November usually, maybe even sometimes December, and then the whole process starts over. So just hold your horses on that. Hi besties, it's me, Zach, and I was filming, and by filming I mean editing this video, and I had the thought of like, maybe one of the reasons they don't know for sure if she's filming or not, or if they're going to start filming again, is because Tammy is still clearly, from those clips, in the rehab. So I wonder if they're also waiting. This is just my speculation. This is just a thought I had while editing. But I wonder if they're also waiting to see like what the status of that is. Now, obviously, they filmed in the rehab facility before for season 3. But my thoughts is that, like, if she's got to be in there for a long time, there's only so much interesting content they can film while she's in there. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much. Oh, not somebody texting me while I'm doing this. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know that thought. And the only other things that kind of give some kind of tea about if there's going to be a new season of 1,000 Pound Sisters is that Dr. Smith has also been posting on social media, and in fact posted on Instagram. The first thing he posted was like, he was like doing a Q&A where people could just ask them questions, but I don't think he's like really savvy to Instagram and how it works. So he just posted one long video Q&A, but has multiple different posts. And one of them, he answered a question about if he's been in touch with Tammy.
Yes, I have talked to Tammy quite a bit since what you saw happened at the end of season 3. Actually just talked to her yesterday in relation to when I'm making these videos. She's doing really well. So yes, we keep in touch and we talk all the time about life in general and kind of some goals that we have.
And I don't think him keeping in touch with Tammy is necessarily indicative of a new season either. I've been using the word indicative a lot today, but I don't necessarily think it's indicative of a new season. I just think that it is a sign that he's like a good doctor and is keeping in touch with his patients. Although I will say, like, if it wasn't for TLC, he probably wouldn't be in the picture for Miss Tammy. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It could be a sign that they're still planning on filming more with Dr. Smith, but I also think it's just a sign of, like, Dr. Smith is doing his due diligence as a medical care provider. And on that same note, he also had an appointment recently with Chris where they took a photo and he shared it to Instagram. And again, for the same reasons as Tammy, I don't know that this is indicative of a new season, but it's good to see Chris with Dr. Smith. Chris seems to be happy, healthy, looking good. So I love to see that, and I'm glad that Dr. Smith is sharing these little things on Instagram just to give us a little taste of the 1,000 Pound Sisters. Well, That sounds a little weird, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. But truly, that's all I have right now for you all today. So I hope you all got some kind of enjoyment or tea from this video that you didn't already know before. But also, if you see things, you can always feel free to send them to me. I mean, a lot of times it ends up being like shady websites, shady articles that are just looking for some clickbait. But if you see anything, I'm always happy to take a look. And if nothing else, I can at least debunk it and say that it's not true. But otherwise, I'll keep my own eyes peeled for news, for information, for whoever, whatever, and I'll keep you posted, okay? I'll keep y'all posted. I do just want to thank Switchcraft once again for sponsoring today's video. Make sure to use my link down below to download the game and start playing. And if you're new to my channel, I just want to say thank you for watching today. Make sure to subscribe down below, hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Leave me a comment, hit like, click share, follow me on all my social media at thezacharymike, and have a great day. Bye!